Are you ready for a night of enchanting storytelling? Well, tonight you've chosen wisely, for within these ancient walls, stories whisper through the shadows. A different kind of life stirred within its chambers. Once moonlight had silvered the rooftops and painted stripes of pearl on the castle walls, the whispers began. You leave your cozy cottage behind, stepping out into the velvet cloak of twilight. The village sleeps, unaware of the nocturnal awakening that stirs within the castle wall. A damp, earthy scent pervades the air, mingling with the faint aroma of decaying wood. An unsettling silence emanates from behind the doors, broken only by the frantic beating of your own heart. Curiosity and trepidation war within you. Perhaps something best left undisturbed, or will you turn back, fleeing from the chilling grip of the castle's embrace? What will you do next? The decision is yours. Will you knock or run away? Let us know in the comments section. The book lying open on your table seemed to beckon, its pages whispering tales of adventure. Your gaze fell on the front door. You wondered about the village asleep, unaware of the nocturnal awakening that stirred within the castle walls. Guided by an unseen force, you found yourself drawn to the towering structure, silhouetted against the darkening sky. Your hand brushed against the door handle, icy cold, and you turned, compelled to walk towards the rising moon. It spoke of things beyond the ken of mortal minds, of beings that danced at the edge of sight. It spoke of power that lay dormant, waiting to be awakened. You pressed on, venturing deeper into the labyrinth of shadows. The path beneath your feet grew uncertain, twisting and turning without rhyme or reason. The trees on either side pressed close, their gnarled branches forming a canopy overhead that blotted out the stars. The voice fell silent, leaving you in the heart of the darkness, surrounded by the whispers of untold secrets. The voice boomed again, echoing through the trees, rousing something wild and untamed within your soul. The moon, now veiled in clouds, cast an eerie glow upon the path ahead, beckoning you forward. The voice resonated within your very bones, stirring something ancient and primal. The cat's gentle purr sounded like a taunt, reminding you of the warmth and safety of your heart. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Your support means the world to us. Until next time, may your nights be filled with peaceful dreams and your days with exciting adventures. Remember, the stories live within you. The ticking clock chimed like a challenge, daring you to ignore its call. In the center stood a monolithic structure of ancient origin, its purpose lost to the sands of time. The voice pulsed with anticipation, drawing you inexorably toward its source. The air crackled with energy, and the voice reverberated from its depths, beckoning you nearer. Fear pricked at your skin, but curiosity burned brighter, urging you to venture forth into the unknown. The whispering voices swelled, growing stronger, forming words that teased your understanding, just beyond the veil of perception. Or will you heed the warnings whispered on the wind and turn back before it's too late? The choice, dear listener, is yours. What will you do? And the sweet scent of lavender wafting from your sachet became a haunting memory of a day that was passing you by. Don't forget to hit the like button for more such amazing stories. Subscribe to our channel and get ready to embark on a journey through time and imagination. As you continued your journey, the whispers grew louder, reaching you on the wings of the wind. They spoke of forgotten lore, of ancient rituals, and of secrets best left buried. Your pace quickened, and yet the whispers kept pace, urging you onward, deeper into the night. You hesitate, unsure whether to knock and risk disturbing whatever slumbering presence lies within, or to turn back and seek solace in the familiar darkness of the night. Moonlight filters through the high windows, casting elongated shadows that writhe and twist across the floor like spectral dancers. Each step you take echoes ominously in the vast hall, amplifying your solitude and heightening your awareness of the castle's oppressive presence. Guided by an unseen force, you ascend the hill, the cobblestone path, worn smooth by countless footsteps before yours. As you climb higher, the whispers grow louder, more urgent, beckoning you forward. They slithered through the corridors, rustling through tapestries like falling leaves in autumn. Its garden, a riot of colors in the daytime, was now lost in the velvety embrace of twilight. The interior was no less enchanting. Through the window, you could see the faint glow of a hearth fire, its flames licking at the blackened pots hanging above. The smell of wood smoke mingled with the sweet aroma of lavender wafting from a sachet tucked behind your door. Outside, the night deepened, the sky becoming a canvas of inky black strewn with diamonds. The crickets chimed their nightly song, a chorus of clicks and whistles serenading the moon. Inside, your comfortable bed beckoned, promising warmth and dreams. The clock on the mantel ticked softly, each tick a heartbeat in the stillness. A book lay open on your table, its pages filled with fantastical tales waiting to be devoured. In the corner, a cat purred softly, its rumbling a counterpoint to the night's symphony. All was well. All was peaceful in your little corner of the world. You can see the flicker of candlelight in the highest tower, dancing like a lonely star. Intrigued and slightly apprehensive, you continue your ascent. The wrought iron gates stand open as if inviting you in. With a deep breath, you step inside, leaving the whispering world of the village behind. They murmured near the dying embers in the great hall, weaving tales of days gone by. They echoed in the kitchens, stirring long-forgotten recipes to life, each dish a memory. The whispers rose in the courtyard, waltzing around the moss-covered statues, each statue holding centuries of silent stories. Tonight we tell tales that danced on moonlit lips, unfolded under star-strewn skies, stories spun by the very stones that bore silent witness to history's ebb and flow. So let the twilight settle upon your eyelids, cradling your senses in its velvet embrace. Surrender to the hush of twilight, and let history's echoes lull you into a realm where legend meets reality. Welcome to our channel where history unfolds like an ancient scroll and legends whisper on the wind. Join us as we bring you captivating stories of the past and mystical tales that will transport you to realms of magic and wonder. Before we begin, please show your support. Now let's dive into our mesmerizing story. And while the villagers slept, dreaming of meadows and markets, the castle awoke. Tonight, you are drawn to the music of these whispers as the top of the hill unfolds before you. The castle reveals itself, a majestic silhouette against the indigo canvas of the night sky. The castle welcomes you with a chilling embrace. The air grows instantly colder, sending shivers down your spine. Ahead, a pair of heavy oak doors, adorned with tarnished brass hinges, block your path. Do you dare to knock and awaken whatever secrets lie behind the doors? In the heart of the village, nestled between a bakeress shop with a chimney that sang and a cobbleress hut where old shoes whispered tales, stood your humble cottage. But tonight, the familiar comforts of your home seemed to mock you with their coziness. A sudden gust of wind rattled the window panes, and the moon, veiled in passing clouds, cast fleeting shadows on the wall. The moon climbed higher, bathing the landscape in its silvery glow, turning the familiar streets into winding paths of mystery. You reached the edge of the village, where the houses thinned, and the path ahead was swallowed by a sea of darkness. As you ventured deeper into the unknown, the whispers coalesced into a singular voice, rich and resonant, like velvet curtains drawn across the void. The voice continued, weaving tales of a realm where shadows held secrets and the veil between worlds was gossamer thin. Fear warred, with fascination within your breasts, but the pull of the unknown was a siren's call, too tempting to resist. The temperature dropped, sending a shiver down your spine, and the whispers intensified, weaving a tapestry of sound that both intrigued and terrified. You emerged into a clearing bathed in an ethereal glow. As you approached, the whispers swelled, revealing glimpses of forgotten rituals and incantations, long silenced by the march of ages. What will you do next? Are you curious enough to explore the clearing and the monolith further? Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Whispering Castle. I cannot seem to get away from the feeling that I am being watched. My senses are dulled with exhaustion and despair. My spirit is broken, But still, I must go on. You awaken to find yourself still in the quiet beneath the chapel. The stone floor is cool beneath you. The wooden chest remains closed, undisturbed. Above, somewhere in the echoing corridors, a draft lifts an old curtain. A candle sputters. A bell chimes faintly from the western tower. And yet, you are not afraid. This place is steeped in stillness. Not the sharp stillness of fear, but the deep, velvet hush of memory. It is time now to rise again, to explore what this night wishes to show you. The chamber of forgotten servants. You ascend the narrow staircase, your lamp swaying gently with each careful step. The trapdoor above creaks shut behind you, and once more, the chapel receives you with its soft shadows. But your feet carry you deeper into the castle now, not to the great hall, nor the feast chambers, but to a narrower wing. One few ever enter by choice. This is the servants' quarter. Once bustling with hands unseen, voices hushed, work never-ending. Tonight, the corridor is empty, but the walls still whisper. You pass rows of wooden pegs, long abandoned by cloaks. A single boot lies overturned. Near a crooked stool, a trail of flour dust marks a forgotten path toward the old kitchens. There, beyond a faded blue curtain, lies a small chamber, once belonging to a servant girl named Ans. She was not remarkable, except that she remembered everything. Every overheard conversation, every glance exchanged across candlelit tables, every key that changed hands, every door left ajar just long enough. Anselma never spoke of what she knew. She simply stitched it into the hem of her apron, a new thread for every secret. When she disappeared one spring morning, the apron was all that remained, folded neatly on her cot, its hem heavy with knotted thread. Some say the castle still wears Anselma's apron memories like lace beneath a dress, invisible, but always there. The kitchen that never sleeps further on. The warmth of the kitchens begins to reach you. You follow the scent of ash, of rosemary and broth, of soot and smoke and spice. The kitchens, even in the dead of night, are rarely silent. Tonight, the hearth is low, but not extinguished. A single pot simmers gently, its lid lifting with the soft breaths of steam. Herbs hang drying from beams above, their silhouettes swaying in the lamplight. You run your fingers along the long oak table, pocked with knife marks and burn rings. Here, hundreds of meals were shaped. Not feasts for lords and ladies, but quiet meals for guards, for scribes, for the girl who mended banners, and the boy who mucked out the stables. And always, the same woman stood at the hearth. Mistress Ira, keeper of fires. They say Ira knew who would die in battle before the call to arms was ever given. She'd add a pinch more time for those who would not return, a sprig of marjoram for protection, a sliver of onion skin for mourning. Some nights, she stirred her pot without adding anything at all. And those were the nights people whispered the loudest. The cook fire never truly goes out here. It remembers the names that were never said aloud. The barracks by the outer wall, past the kitchens. You find another door, thick, heavy iron. It opens with resistance, revealing the narrow corridor that leads to the soldiers' barracks. Here, the smell changes. Leather, sweat, old oil, and steel. Row upon row of beds stretch before you, each with a folded blanket at the foot and a sword leaning against the side. No men tonight, no snoring, no dice rolling, no sharpening of blades, only silence, and the soft creak of a window left slightly ajar. You walk slowly past the empty cots. A letter rests unopened on one pillow, the wax unbroken. A pair of gloves lie side by side, fingers curled as if in prayer. You reach the end of the row and notice a tapestry on the far wall. Unusual for a barracks. It's faded now, almost gray, but you can just make out the shapes. A battlefield, a weeping sky, and a lone soldier standing among the fallen, his head bowed. His face is indistinct. Perhaps it was never stitched in at all. Or perhaps the thread is simply faded, as names do. They say a soldier named Kalen once stood in that very place. He returned from battle when no one else did, and never spoke again. His cot remains untouched, even now. Some say his shadow still kneels beside it, head bowed, armor creaking with sorrow. The watchtower. In the rain you ascend once more, this time toward the highest tower, where the night air becomes sharper, and the wind curls like breath around the stones. Each step is narrow, the walls curve tightly. A raven calls from somewhere above, and you feel the castle narrow its gaze upon you, as if deciding whether you may continue. But you do. The top of the watchtower opens before you like a breath, wide, cold, and filled with stars. The clouds have parted. The moon hangs low in silver, casting a pale light on the crenellations and wet stone. You step into the breeze. Below, the forest shimmers with frost. The courtyard glows faintly with the last embers of and the wind carries with it the faintest echo of a lullaby, one that may have been sung long, long ago. This tower belonged to the youngest son of the Lord, a boy named Roderick, who loved stars more than swords. He kept a diary hidden beneath the stones here, filled not with tactics, but with poems, with weather notes, with drawings of birds and constellations. They say he climbed this tower every night the sky was clear, and sang softly to the stars until he fell asleep in the corner. One night, the diary was found open on the wall's edge, its last page soaked by rain, the ink blurred into soft spirals. Roderick was never seen again. But on clear nights like this one, the humming returns. Soft, wandering, carried on the wind like a forgotten wish. The room with the shuttered window you descend. Once more, wrapped in the hush of the tower, your lamps glow, the only movement in the stillness. Back through the long corridor. You take a right this time, down a wing no longer used, where the dust lies deeper and spiderwebs glisten like silver embroidery. Here is a room with a shuttered window, the latch rusted, the wood split from rain. It hasn't opened in years. You enter slowly. The room is small, a single cot, a narrow desk, and a cracked mirror leaning against the wall. It smells faintly of lavender and cedar. A dried sprig rests on the pillow, its leaves crumbling at your touch. This was once the room of a scribe named Morel. She had a gift. She could write down anything someone said, even if they didn't say it aloud. Her quill moved as though possessed, and her pages were filled with truths no one ever dared admit. Her journals were bound in brown leather and sealed with twine, each one hidden in a different part of the castle. Most have never been found, but her room remains, still, listening. Sometimes, the quill moves on its own. They return to rest. You retrace your steps through the winding hallways, past tapestries that move ever so slightly. In the draft, past stairs that creak beneath. No visible weight. The castle has shown you much tonight. Not with words, but with a soft breath of memory, with a hush of lives that once filled its rooms. You return to your chamber, the key still resting on the table, the bed warm, the fire low, the wind sighing against the window. You lie down again, sinking into the layers of quilt and hush. You close your eyes, and the castle, gently, gently, begins to sing, not with music, but with time itself, a lullaby, a stone, and you sleep, ... safe, surrounded, secret keep. Welcome to the castle. Rest your bones beneath my ancient roof. Eat your fill at my great feast. Sleep in my towers, bathed in starlight. And when the moon hangs heavy in the sky, come listen to my stories. Stories of shadows moving in the corners of your eyes, of whispers weaving through the rafters, of secrets blooming in moonlit gardens. Eventually, you return to the corridor, closing the stone door behind you until it vanishes once more into the wall. Not just glass, but obsidian, polished to perfection. They say it showed more than one's reflection. Sometimes people looked into it. They saw the past. They say the room speaks, not with voices, but with weight. Back into the corridor, where moonlight now spills through slits in the high windows. Your feet carry you, half by memory, half by magic. To the southern edge of the castle, here is a small balcony, barely wider than a table. And beyond it, the castle gardens, bathed in silver. Moonflowers bloom, pale and glowing. A statue leans beneath a fig tree, more softening its edges. A fox slips between hedgerows, silent as mist. The garden never truly sleeps, even in winter. It hums. It was designed long ago by a woman named Nivian, a healer who believed that each plant carried a memory, and that the act of tending them could soothe sorrows not even words could touch. She taught the castle children how to speak to rosemary, how to bless the soil before planting, how to leave small gifts beneath lavender for dreams to grow strong. She's gone now, but the garden remains, tended quietly by hands that remember her hands. And the plants remember too. Your fingers brush a leaf as you lean on the balcony rail, and the scent rises, fresh, earthy, kind. You smile. Somewhere, a nightingale sings. If you've kept a truth buried, the room will feel colder. Your bed welcomes you again, its folds familiar. You lie down once more. The castle sighs with you. The wind curls around the tower. A fire murmurs in the hearth, and slowly, the stories fall away into silence. You are not alone. Not truly. The castle watches. The castle keeps. And the castle dreams. As you do now. If your heart is at peace, it will feel warmer. You try it. You close the door. The candle flares. The key swings once, and stills. Your breath grows deep, your heart slow, and the room begins to warm. Not hot, not bright. Just ... safe. Sometimes ... the future. But most often, the truth they feared the most. It stands there still, covered by a heavy cloth. No one dares look anymore. But you step inside the room. The air is colder here. Still, you approach the mirror. The cloth, once crimson, is now faded to rust. You lift it gently, and there you are, candlelit, soft-eyed, half-dreaming, but behind your reflection, a second room. Not the one you stand in. Not quite. A boy sits writing. A girl leans on the windowsill, humming. A man reads by firelight. You blink. They're gone. Only you remain in the glass. But you feel as if they're still watching, as if this mirror remembers everyone who's ever stood before it, and reflects not just you, but every echo you carry. But your night is not yet over. You move now toward a different wing of the castle, one rarely mentioned, though it appears in old maps as the East Cloister. Few have reason to visit it. It once held guest quarters and small oratories, but most rooms are now empty, except one, the mirror room. You've seen its towers, walked its stone corridors, felt its drafts, like soft fingers brushing your cheek, and listened as echoes opened doors the present had long sealed shut. You lie beneath heavy quilts, your body warm, your thoughts feather-light, and just as you begin to drift, a sound, soft, subtle. You reach a door marked with iron, an old door, burnished and worn. You test the handle. It opens kizzily, despite the rust. Inside is a room made of round stone. No windows, only a small grate near the ceiling. There's nothing remarkable inside. Just a chair, a woolen cloak, a candle stub in a dish, and a key hanging from a nail in the wall. But there's something about the air. Heavy, still, and very, very old. Upon closer look, you see it. A groove, worn into the edge. The slight shimmer of polished hues. You press your palm against it. Click. A hush follows. Then the faintest shift of stone, and the wall opens inward. A narrow passageway greets you. Dust, motes, dance in the shaft of light spilling from your lamp. You step inside, and the door quietly seals behind you. The corridor slopes downward, spiraling like a snail shell, and at the end, you see it. Books. Dozens, maybe hundreds, some stacked in uneven towers. others shelved in niches carved into the stone. This is no royal ark. This is secret, personal. The collection of someone who gathered quietly, with love and purpose. Leather-bound, tomes, scrolls, tiny books that fit in a palm, gilded ones, too precious to touch. You take a breath, and even the air is different here, tinged with old ink dust, and the slow perfume of parchment aging in peace. There's a desk near the far wall. Upon it lies an open book. Mid-sentence, you lean in to read, ... And so it was written, not in ink, but in breath, carried by those who chose silence over song, and still remembered all the same. No name, no date, but the words feel ... warm, like the brushing of fingertips on parchment. It is coming from behind the wall, not loud, not alarming, just enough to stir your curiosity once more. You rise, slowly, peacefully, drawn by the whisper. The sound leads you to a small recess near your chamber, a section of wall where the stone docent tea quite align with the rest. You linger in the library for a while, reading bits of stories without endings, glimpsing names that shimmer for a moment, then disappear. They say that long ago, a merchant gifted the lord of the castle a rare treasure, a tall, oval mirror framed in carved iron, shaped like curling vines. You leave the mirror gently, letting the cloth fall back into place. Down the corridor once more, back toward warmth. This was once a room of refuge, where people could lock themselves in during times of siege, but no one ever stayed long. At last, you emerge once more. You find your way back to your chamber. Lamp low, footsteps soft. What do you know about castles? They're imposing, right? This is a place where shadows stretch long and secrets cling to the stones. As twilight paints the sky with hues of lavender and gray, you step through the weathered oak doors, and inside, the castle welcomes you with a sigh. Intrigued, you follow the melody until you stand before a door adorned with ivy. Crystal chandeliers illuminate exotic blooms, their fragrance mingling in the air. The sun streams and painting stripes of gold across your bed. Now, let's get back to the adventure. Shaking off the lingering chill, you rise and step onto the balcony. Sunlight pours through stained glass windows, casting kaleidoscopic patterns on the polished floor. Delicate threads form intricate designs on aged fabric, narrating tales of chivalry and valor. Despite its imposing presence, curiosity compels you to turn the ancient key and step inside. As you ascend, the wind's mournful song echoes around you. Reaching the summit, you enter a circular room adorned with celestial charts and astronomical instruments. An antique telescope points towards the night sky, inviting you to explore the cosmos. As you peer through the lens, you witness the vast expanse of stars twinkling above. For a fleeting moment, you feel a sense of wonder and connection to the infinite mysteries that lie beyond. The observatory offers a brief respite, allowing you to momentarily escape the castle's earthly burdens. Within the dimly lit chamber, rough stone walls and damp floors tell tales of confinement and despair. Curiosity propelling you forward, you descend a spiral staircase, each step echoing in the confined space. At the bottom, you find a large gear with intricate markings, its purpose unclear. As you examine the mechanism, you realize it controls the castle's ancient clock, keeping time for centuries past. Suddenly, the gears begin to move, and you frantically try to stop them. But it's too late. The clock starts chiming. It's loud, discordant notes, shattering the silence. Alarmed, you rush to escape the tower. Desperate to find sanctuary from the noise, shackles and manacles hang ominously from the walls, whispering of prisoners long gone. Seeking refuge, you retreat to your chamber, hoping for solace in its familiar embrace. As you drift off to sleep, you ponder the castle's enigmatic nature. Is it merely a repository of echoes and remnants, or does it possess a spirit of its own? And as the night deepens, will you continue to uncover its secrets, Or will you succumb to the castle's enchanting embrace? What will you choose? The air grows heavy with a chilling presence, amplifying your unease. You shudder, realizing that within these four walls, fear and suffering once reigned. Seeking solace, you flee, desperate to escape the dungeon's haunting grasp. Gleaming armor and an array of weaponry are displayed on the walls. Helmets with menacing visors, swords with tarnished blades, and shields bearing family crests silently guard the chamber's heart. The air hangs heavy with the weight of battles fought and victories claimed. You run your fingers along a cold, polished breastplate, feeling the echoes of warriors past. Each artifact tells a story of bravery, honor, and sacrifice. Yet as the shadows lengthen, the armory's treasures transform into haunting reminders of violence and conquest. You sense the spirits of fallen knights lingering, their presence both noble and eerie. Sconces adorned with flickering candles cast dancing shadows, highlighting symbols of courage and nobility. A lone armchair invites you to rest, offering respite from the castle's haunting grandeur. For a moment, peace envelops you as you lose yourself in the tapestry's woven narratives. However, as the daylight fades, the shadows deepen, transforming the room's ambient. The comforting narratives now seem to whisper of battles and betrayals, leaving you with a sense of foreboding. Gilt mirrors reflect images of the long, empty throne, and faded tapestries depicting hunts and historical battles adorn the walls. Despite the grandeur, a haunting silence pervades, broken only by the rhythmic ticking of a grandfather clock. As you glide across the ballroom floor, you feel the echoes of laughter and music resonating within the chamber's heart. The castle invites you to waltz amidst phantoms, reliving moments of joy and regality. But as the afternoon wanes, the shadows lengthen, twisting the ballroom's mirth into melancholic reminiscence. You sense a profound loneliness permeating the chamber, a yearning for the vibrant life that once animated these very spaces. Before you stretches the sprawling courtyard, inviting you to explore further. And so you begin your descent, eager to uncover more secrets hidden within the castle's embrace. You find solace amidst the vibrant colors and intoxicating scents. Yet as you wander deeper, you notice a wilting rose, its petals drooping, drawn to its fragility. You reach out to touch it, and in that instant, memories flood the conservatory. Images of a grand ball, swirling gowns, and a heartbroken princess appear before your eyes. The castle reveals its tenderness, its capacity for love and loss. But as the rose withers further, you sense a creeping chill. Something stirs in the shadows. You turn to flee, but the rose garden's beauty has become a labyrinth. Thorny vines entangle your path, and phantom laughter echoes around you. Panicked, you stumble on, desperate to escape the thorn's embrace. But the rose's enchantment holds fast. Will you forever wander, trapped in the castle's enchanting snare? Pushing it open, you step into the music room. Moonlight filters through stained glass windows, illuminating motes dancing in the air. An ornately carved harp stands in the corner, its strings humming with ethereal light. As you approach, memories seem to stir within the harp. Fragments of laughter, dances, and serenades echo around you. The castle yearns to share its joys, but its melodies hold a melancholic undertone, hinting at a bittersweet past. Suddenly, a gust of wind sweeps through, causing the harp strings to vibrate. Startled, you recoil as the melody reaches a crescendo, and then abruptly ceases. The music lingers, weaving an enchanting spell, and you can't help but wonder who played here before you, who wove their dreams into these echoing chords. The wind is soft against the tower now. It carries the scent of distant rain, and a promise of dreams yet to be dreamt. And beneath that stone sky, the castle breathes, slow and deep, like a guardian watching over every sleeping soul within its walls. As you lie still, safe and warm, your thoughts gently drift toward stories left untold. And so we begin again, like they should have a moat. Do you think of valiant knights or fierce dragons? What about the silent sentinels of the night? Well, this series is all about that. Join us to explore mystical manors and haunted halls. Be sure to subscribe for new episodes every Wednesday. And today, I invite you to take a journey to a castle shrouded in mist and old magic. This grand estate has stood for centuries, its halls whispering tales of bygone eras, and now it's yours to discover. But be warned, these ancient stones hold secrets close, and the castle's heart beats with rhythms of its own. First, let's visit the library. Dust motes dance in the fading light, streaming through the tall, arched windows. Towering bookshelves line the walls, holding volumes bound in leather and wrought with silver clasps. As you trace your fingers along the spines, a sense of ages past envelops you. But beware, for within these pages slumber tales that might stir the castle's slumbering soul. One book in particular beckons you, its cover devoid of any title. As you open it, the scent of vanilla and old paper fills your senses. Runes and diagrams adorn the brittle pages, and whispers seem to emanate from its depths. Legend says this grimoire holds the essence of the castle's history, its joys, sorrows, and fears, and though its spells are dormant, they're not without power. If you dare read further, you might awaken something best left undisturbed. Quickly, you close the book, placing it back among its companions. You feel a presence, ancient and watchful, lingering in the stacks. Now, seeking solace from the castle's gaze, you venture out. In the distance, the faint strains of a harp reach your ears. As the night deepens, you seek refuge in the conservatory, where vibrant orchids and delicate ferns thrive. You awaken with a start, your heart pounding in your chest. Before we continue our adventure, if you're enjoying the story so far, would you do me a favor? Click that like button. Your support means everything to me. Your exploration leads you to the grand ballroom. Seeking solace, you escape to the tapestry room. Suddenly, drawn to an ornately carved wooden door, you push it open, revealing the armory. Descending a spiral staircase, you reach the dungeon's heavy iron door. With trembling hands, you climb the castle's highest tower, hoping to find peace in its lofty solitude. Then you spot a loose stone block, revealing a secret passageway leading to the clock tower. Now, as the final chime fades, you collapse on the cold stone floor, overwhelmed by the castle's relentless energy. You need rest. So, dear viewer, we have come to the end of our exploration through this haunted castle. As the last echoes fade away, I invite you to reflect upon your journey. Your thoughts and feelings are valuable, and they can resonate with others who have had similar experiences, or provide a new perspective to those who have not. By engaging in these discussions, we can collectively enrich the narrative of this haunted castle, weaving our individual stories into its tapestry. Would you seek to uncover more secrets of this haunted castle? Perhaps you desire to revisit a particular room or unravel a mystery that remains unsolved. Or maybe you yearn to explore a different realm entirely, when new adventures and challenges await. It speaks of forgotten lore, of elemental beings, and a delicate balance that maintains the world. Some whisper prophecies when opened, while others reveal glimpses of forgotten histories. The air crackles with arcane energy as you turn brittle pages, each one a portal to another time and place. In the center, the open book and quill suddenly glow with ethereal light. The voice echoes, "Write down your greatest questions, and the spirit will imbue them with wisdom." If you're eager to continue your journey through enigmatic realms, don't forget to subscribe. And if this is your first time visiting, be sure to hit that like button. Together, we can conquer more puzzles and unravel more mysteries. Let the adventure continue. Overwhelmed by the opportunity, you pick up the quill. Your mind races with questions about the world, the universe, and the nature of existence itself. Carefully, you begin to write, each stroke of the quill imbuing your questions with power. As you finish, a wave of calm washes over you. The room fills with golden light once more. The spirit's voice resonates, its power restored. For your kindness, seeker of knowledge, you shall receive a boon. Name any lore you wish to possess, and it shall be yours forever. Amidst the whispering tomes, You notice a peculiar volume bound in silver. Its cover bears an inscription that reads, "The Chronicle of Lost Echoes." With trembling hands, you open it. The book tells the story of this very library and its guardian, the spirit of lore. It explains that the spirit binds echoes of the past to these chambers, safeguarding them from oblivion. Suddenly, a voice echoes through the chamber, rich and resonant like rolling thunder. But alas, the spirit is fading, its whispers growing faint. Glancing up, you realize the sunlight has faded from the room. Shadows deepen, and the air grows colder. Do you seek more knowledge, perhaps delving deeper into the arcane arts? Or do you yearn to explore other realms, eager to discover what else the grand narrative holds? Your choice, seeker of knowledge, will shape your destiny within this ever-evolving saga. If you wish to continue your journey, please type "I journey" in the comments section. If you seek more lore, type "I study." The path ahead awaits your decision, promising new adventures and challenges. Whatever you choose, know that your journey is a vital thread in the rich tapestry of this evolving realm. Your choices shape the narrative, ensuring that your story becomes an integral part of this grand adventure. Embrace the possibilities, seeker of knowledge, and let your next chapter unfold before you. The voice continues. Only a pure heart seeking knowledge can restore the balance. The book closes by itself and you understand. It seeks your aid to replenish the spirit's fading power. Welcome, seeker of knowledge, for you have found the chamber of whispered secret. You start realizing the voice emanates from the very walls themselves. Herein lie dailies both ancient and arcane, waiting to be uncovered by those who dare. Intrigued and slightly apprehensive, you decide to delve deeper into the chamber. The choice is yours. If you would like to make a wish, please type "I wish" in the comments section. And if this is your first visit to our channel, know that your journey here is deeply appreciated. We extend a warm welcome and invite you to explore our other realms. Should you choose to do so, please type "I explore" in the comments. Your response will unlock new possibilities and lead you to further adventures. Remember, each person's journey through a haunted castle is unique, and your experience is a vital thread in its ongoing story. Will you exercise your newfound power or choose to embark on a fresh expedition? Whatever you decide, know that your journey is a vital thread in the grand narrative of this dynamic realm. Until your return, may your path be filled with wonder and intrigue. So do you not hesitate to comment below, and let us revel in the magic of this haunted castle together. You stretch, feeling oddly rested despite the storm's fury outside. Sunlight warms your face. As you rise, you notice the bed curtains seem to have shifted on their own. The velvet drapes, drawn against the far wall, now form an inviting arch above your entrance. Stepping through, you find yourself in a vast library bathed in golden light. Towering bookshelves line the walls, filled with ancient volumes bound in leather and etched with arcane symbols. A large wooden table dominates the center, bearing an open book and a single quill pen resting on it. What emotions stirred within you as you walked these hallowed halls? Did you encounter any particularly haunting or touching moments? Perhaps you felt a profound sense of melancholy as you gazed upon a portrait of a forgotten monarch, or a lingering sadness as you stepped into the nursery, where chilliness laughter once echoed. Maybe you experienced a surge of excitement when you discovered a secret passageway or uncovered a hidden treasure. Or perhaps you were moved to awe by the sheer grandeur and mystery of the castle itself. In the spirit of sharing, I encourage you to share your experiences in the comments below. Now let's embark on a new adventure, but this time within the realm of numbers. We challenge you to explore the depths of numerical mysteries. Test your logic and problem-solving skills as you navigate a labyrinth of mind-bending puzzles. Can you decipher cryptic clues, solve intricate equations, and unravel hidden patterns? Our new realm offers a tantalizing glimpse into the world of codes and ciphers, inviting you to decode messages concealed within a sequence of numbers. Whether you are a seasoned puzzle pro or a novice seeking to sharpen your skills, we warmly welcome you to join our numerical escapade. Engage your brain, Embrace the challenge and prepare to be amazed by the wonders that await within the realm of numbers. Let the quest begin. As a reward for completing this journey, you may be granted a special boon. A single wish. What would you wish for? We eagerly anticipate your decision. You awake to silence. The storm has passed. Light streams through your window, illuminating motes, dancing in the air. Drawn to the table, you open the book. Its pages are filled with swirling script that seems to shift and change as you read. Exploring the towering bookshelves, you find texts bound in dragonhide and spider silk. As you read, the voice grows louder, echoing with sorrow. Determined to help, you approach the table, basked in the warm glow of this chamber. You ponder your future. Thank you for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed this thrilling escape room adventure. The grand halls are quiet, yet alive with echoes. See how the shadows stretch long and lean in the flickering torchlight. Feel how the air grows chilled despite the roaring hearth. The feast is over. The minstrels have packed their songs. Now it is time for secrets to rise. Below, silver moonlight paints stripes across the stone floors. Most avoid it now. The polished surfaces reflect no beauty, only decay. Its stonework is choked with weeds. Its rope cart long, rotted. Its velvet curtains are tattered. Its painted stage, cracked and faded. For many moons now, no puppeteer has graced its boards. No audience sat enthralled by shadows cast in flickering candlelight. Whatever wonders you witnessed, whatever secrets you heard, they are yours to keep. The castle trusts you. I hope you will honor that trust. Now go, before the veil is torn. Go, and carry a piece of the night within you. Until next time, when I can show you more. But if you seek it, if you pull back the heavy drapes, you will find the theater waiting, holding the memories of countless shows past. All you need to do is climb upon the stage and face the screen, letting the darkness envelop you like a comforting shroud. Then, with your back to the fading light, begin to move, twist and twirl, strike poses both proud and humble, leap and twirl, mimicking the antics of long-gone sprites. You need no skill, no training, only the courage to become the playthings of the night. For, in this hallowed space, your every move is etched upon the screen, transformed into a creature of myth and legend. Once you start, you cannot stop until the first rays of dawn touch the dusty boards. When you're done, the shadows will remain, frozen in mid-dance, a silent audience to your final bow. And yet, those who pass by often stop to listen. For when the wind blows right, you can hear whisper, "Hushed it." Winds upwards, twisting through the roof and out towards the open sky. Most don't know of its existence. Those who do fear to tread its steps. But if you seek it, if you climb into the star-strewn void, you will meet the moon weavers, tiny folk with gossamer wings. They gather at the highest point of the castle each night to mend the tapestry of the sky. Their needles flash like starlight. Their thread is spun of moonlight and dreams. And as they work, they sing songs older than the castle. Songs of creation and chaos, of cosmic balance and mortal strife. You cannot join them, nor could you if you wished, for their craft is dangerous, their magic potent. But if you watch long enough, patient and still, the moonweavers will pause and weave a special thread for you, a strand of silver bright, shimmering with trapped starlight. Hold that thread tight in your hands, and when you bring it down to earth, its glow will linger, warming you with celestial fire. Be careful, child, for such gifts are potent. Use them wisely and quick, tumbling up from the darkness below, swirling like leaves in a sudden gust. They speak of things long done and secrets buried deep, of knights who fell in battle, of stolen treasures and children lost. And though they fade as quickly as they start, leaving only echoes in their wake, they tug at the mind, whispering promises of hidden lore, of tales untold. If you descend the well, ignoring the warnings sent by creaking stone and rustling weed, you might find answers to questions you never dared to ask. But beware, child, for some secrets, like poisonous berries, look sweet from afar, but leave a bitter sting upon the tongue. If you return home bearing such tales, your words may twist and turn, infecting even the brightest day with shadows. And that, my dear, is why most keep their distance from the well, content to let sleeping secrets lie and the whispers drift on the breeze. But if you seek it, if you cross the threshold and inhale deeply, you will smell her, lavender and regret, and the faintest hint of jasmine. The castle knows your thoughts. It guides you to the mirror hall, and there, in the arches, you will see her, Lady Alara, eternally poised upon the threshold of her own demise. She fled the castle long ago, chased by men with cruel intent and weapons keen. They cornered her here, they say, and forced her to choose between two mirrors. One showed her a life of pain, servitude, and scorn. The other, endless slumber, undisturbed and calm. She chose the second, shattering the looking glass with a whispered curse, binding herself forever to its shards. So they say, so the castle remembers. But if you stand in the center of the hall and close your eyes, you will feel a breeze against your skin, cold as marble, but lingering like a lover's touch. Then when you open your eyes, you will see her face, reflected, beautiful and sad, with hair the color of moonlight and eyes full of jasmine green. She won't speak, but she will beckon, offering you a choice of your own, to futures shimmer in the fractured glass. Which will you choose? Are you brave enough to stay? Are you curious enough to listen? Then come closer. I'll show you where the night lingers longest in this forgotten keep. I am the keeper of these halls. I'll be your guide while you are here. My duty is to make sure no soul wanders alone in the dark. So, follow me. We have much to see and little time before the dawn. First, I must warn you, not all stories are spun of moonlight and magic. Some linger in the corners of your eyes, sharp and cold as winter steel. Yet those who shy away from them miss the point of our nightly tryst. Secrets are not always sweet, child. Sometimes the truth tastes like ashes, but only the pure of heart can taste it at all. Do you understand? Very well. Then let us begin. Let us begin. You're still here. Still safe. Still held in this quiet space, where time drips slowly through the stones, and secrets sigh through the walls. Let your body grow soft again. Let your thoughts fall like cold petals to the earth. Let the hush of the castle fold gently around you like a well-worn quilt. You've wandered far tonight, through towers and tapestries, through chapel crypts and hidden doors, and still, the night stretches on, rich with mystery, full of quiet, untold truths. Let's continue, softly, quietly, as though the stones themselves are listening. The clock tower's heart, near the tallest tower, where the clock ticks slow and mournful, stands an iron chest bound with leather. Most believe it holds old records, maps, or deeds, but ask any seasoned guard, and he'll tell you that chest holds something older, something more vital than parchment or crown. Every hour, exactly as the bell tolls, the chest heaves, once, twice, 3 times, and then slumbers once more. Legend says it's the castle's heart, not the cold, dead thing that beats in your breast, but something warmer, vaster, deeper. When the castle was new, its foundation was blessed by a wandering sage. He buried a magical gem beneath the tallest tower, a ruby said to be as big as a fist, glowing like sunset in its depths. The gem would pulse with the castle's life force, protecting it from harm, giving it long life. Then the war came, and when the castle fell, the records scattered and the sage was slain. His grave, they say, is beneath the clock tower, and his ruby still beats there, ancient and warm, refusing to let the castle die. Some gods swear they hear the sound of hammering, slow, regular, relentless, echoing up from the earth. No one dares disturb it, nor should you. To steal the castle's hearts would mean its death. But if you listen carefully at noon or midnight, you might hear a different sound, steady and true, like a heartbeat. Like a heartbeat. In the moonlit mirror hall, the arched ceilings soar skyward, their tops lost in shadow. The well of secrets, buried deep beneath the castle keep, beyond the reach of eager hands and prying eyes, lies a well shrouded in moss, and the dance of the shadow puppets beyond the great hall. Tucked away, where dust motes dance in sunbeams, lies an old puppet theater. Watch the moon weavers ascend above the highest towers. Where gargoyles leer like silent sentinels, there is a hidden stair. And now I must bid you farewell. The first light kisses the eastern spires, and soon the magic will fade. Welcome back to our channel, devoted viewers, where we weave tales of mystique and lore. Today, we delve into a realm where shadows dance and secrets slumber, inviting you to explore the hidden chambers of our narrative. As twilight drapes its ethereal cloak across the horizon, join us on a journey to uncover the mysteries that lie at the heart of our story. If so, allow me to guide you through these hallowed halls and introduce you to the wonders that await. Within this enchanting abode, every corner holds a tale, every tapestry conceals a memory, and every chamber resonates with echoes from a bygone era. Deeper within the castle's embrace, beneath the grand hall, past winding corridors and forgotten cellars, awaits a chamber holding a mirror that defies the boundaries of time. This isn't any ordinary mirror. Oh no, my dear viewers. Imagine discovering a wooden panel embedded within the castle's grand chamber. A seemingly ordinary feature amidst the grandeur of its nestled within the humble servants' quarters, where shadows dance and memories linger, awaits a simple yet powerful relic, the wishing basket. As the moon climbs higher in the velvety sky, you might find yourself drawn to a hallway that emerges only in the stillness of the night, appearing between dreams and waking moments. The air is thick with the scent of chamomile and wood smoke, guiding you through its ethereal embrace. The walls are adorned with midnight blue tapestries, depicting scenes from long-forgotten tales. Beneath your feet, the floor is warm, inviting you to walk barefoot and feel the energy of countless footsteps that have preceded you. You're not alone in this mystical realm. You'll encounter others who seem to drift through the halls in a state of half-lucid consciousness, some clutching books, others cradling pillows, all seemingly lost in their own internal landscapes. You might find yourself walking alongside them, embracing a sense of unity, with these enigmatic figures united in a shared journey between the realms of sleep and wakefulness. And as you continue your exploration, you'll discover a bench bathed in silvery moonlight, beckoning you to sit and contemplate the mysteries that unfold before you. The castle envelops you, cradled in its protective embrace, and the night serenades you with its quietest lullaby, woven from willow twigs and silken thread. This unassuming basket carries with it a legacy of hope and dreams. But here's the captivating mystery. What secrets would you uncover in the locked room with no door? How would you respond to the whispers of the mirror that remembers? And what dreams would you weave in the sleepwalker's hall? Share your thoughts, for they are the threads that weave our collective narrative. And so, dear viewers, we've reached the end of our adventure today. As the final notes of our story fade into the twilight, I invite you to carry the magic of the castle within you, allowing its enigmatic wonders to inspire your imagination and ignite your creativity. Until next time, may your days be filled with the warmth of laughter and the comfort of cherished friendships. For, in the tapestry of life, it's the connections we make that truly illuminate our path. Thank you for joining us today, and we eagerly anticipate sharing more tales of mystery and enchantment with you soon. No one knows who leaves the treasures within, nor does anyone know how the basket replenishes its offerings, yet it's always full, brimming with small tokens of thoughtfulness. A thimble, a slice of honeyed bread, a sprig of lavender tied with a blue string, each item whispering tales of kindness and unspoken wishes. And the magic doesn't end there. Those who visit the basket often depart with something more, something that speaks to their hearts in ways they never imagined. For the wishing basket grants not exactly what is asked for, but what the soul truly needs in those quiet moments of introspection. However, when you press your ear against it, you're greeted by an unexpected symphony of sound. Laughter, echoes, rain patters, and a soothing lullaby whispers in a language from a bygone era. The wall becomes a portal to the past, transporting you to a time when the very stones of the castle hummed with life. But here's the enchanting twist. The wall doesn't just offer auditory delights. It also holds a unique gift for those who seek solace in its embrace. The cool touch of the wood sends shivers down your spine, and as you close your eyes and breathe deeply, you're enveloped in a sense of tranquility. The castle's secrets unfold before you, not in words, but in feelings, creating a profound connection between you and this ancient abode. It's a portal to the past, a window to forgotten memories that shimmer and dance before your very eyes. Picture this: you stand before the mirror's surface, mesmerized by its still and unwavering reflection. It's not your own face that greets you, but a fleeting glimpse of moments long past. A lone child, mid-laughter, drops her fork during a lavish feast. A knight on a battlement yearns not for glory, but for the elusive peace. A maid ties her braid, hoping to catch the eye of a dashing lord. Each scene a brushstroke on the canvas of time, revealing truths hidden beneath the surface of history. But there's more. The mirror doesn't just reflect, it engages, responding to your whispers with images that stir your soul. When you confide your deepest desires or share your most heartfelt fears, the mirror offers solace, reflecting back images that touch your core. Perhaps a cherished memory of your childhood, a loved one's gentle smile, or the joy of a long-forgotten celebration. With every interaction, the mirror weaves its magic, reminding you that even in the darkest of times, beauty and love endure. Prepare to be captivated as we unveil each chapter, revealing the enigmatic elements that intertwine to form a tapestry of intrigue and wonder. High above the bustling activity of the castle, in a tower rarely visited, resides an aviary, a sanctuary once filled with the melodious songs of birds. However, the aviary has been abandoned for many years, and the birds have long flown. But here's the twist, my eager listeners. The aviary is not empty. Instead, it's transformed into a repository of memories, a museum of emotions. Thousands of letters, each bearing witness to a moment in time, adorn the rafters and alcoves, some tied with faded ribbons, others singed by flickering flames, and some barely clinging to legibility. It's a testament to the enduring power of human emotions, a chorus of voices echoing through the ages. Love letters whisper sweet nothings, while pleas to the divine speak of desperation and hope. Messages to the dearly departed reveal a yearning for connection beyond the veil. And then there are the nameless letters, those penned without an intended recipient, pouring out confessions and dreams into the vast expanse of existence. If you were to step into this hallowed space, you'd be greeted by an overwhelming sense of nostalgia, as if the very air itself is thick with untold stories. The letters would surround you, enveloping you in their silent wisdom, urging you to listen closely, for they hold secrets that transcend time. And if you lend an attentive ear, you might just hear the rustle of wings, the flutter of pages turning, or even the faint murmur of voices carried on the winds of memory. The locked room with no door. The locked room with no door. As you venture through the castle's labyrinthine corridors, you'll stumble upon a peculiar anomaly that defies the laws of architecture and logic. Tucked away on the western side of the keep, nestled between two towers, draped in ivy and thyme, lies a chamber accessible only to those who dare to dream. Here, reality bends and perception shifts as you encounter a room with no discernible entrance. No handle adorns its surface, no hinges betray its presence, and yet at night, an ethereal glow emanates from its depths. Imagine standing before this unassuming facade, the cold stone beneath your fingertips, and witnessing the flickering of candles within the room's arched window. It's as if an unseen hand gently stirs the flames, casting dancing shadows that beckon you closer. Curiosity piqued, you find yourself drawn to the window and peer into the darkness, hoping to catch a glimpse of the impossible. And there she is, a woman silhouetted against the soft light, pacing slowly as if lost in contemplation. Her hair, a cascading braid, flows down her back, framing a figure both graceful and enigmatic. Is she a restless spirit bound to wander these ethereal halls eternally? Or perhaps a keeper of secrets, guarding knowledge best left undisturbed? Who is she, and what mysteries does she hold? These questions echo in your mind, unanswered, leaving you to ponder the enigma of the locked room with no door. What secrets slumber within its silent embrace? And what connection does the mysterious woman share with this place of shadows and solitude? She. Close your eyes once more. Let your breath slow, like a leaf gliding downstream. Let your limbs melt into the mattress as the castle hushes around you. A cradle of stone and moonlight, you are still within these walls, still wrapped in the long night, still drifting through corridors that only appear when your heart is quiet. Let us walk deeper, quieter, into the marrow of the castle, where stories sleep between the stones. Are you ready to embark on a journey into the heart of a mystical castle, where secrets whispered and the shadows come to life? But let's pause for a moment and explore the first enigma that graces our path, shall we? Now, as we continue our exploration, let's turn our attention to another captivating enigma, the mirror that remembers. And now, let's turn our attention to another captivating facet of this enchanted castle, the aviary of lost letters. And our journey through the castle's mysteries continues with a compelling enigma known as the Hollow Wall. And now we arrive at a final enigma that captures the essence of the castle's enchantment, the wishing basket. And finally, prepare to be captivated by the final enigma, the Sleepwalker's Hall, the enigmatic Sleepwalker's Hall. Our journey through the castle's mystical chambers draws to a close. But before we part ways, allow me to invite you to explore further. Within this grand old castle's hollowed hall, where echoes of the past still linger near, there lies a secret, a mystery profound, waiting for you to discover and to unwind. Now close your eyes, my seeker, and lend an ear, for I shall guide you to places held so dear. In the castle's embrace, where shadows softly fall, you'll find the staircase of forgotten laughter. It's tucked away in a nook, concealed from sight, where happy memories danced in the fading light. It hangs in the solar, a vibrant hue, where threads of well-being shimmer anew. Reach out and touch its surface so bright, and feel your burdens vanish from sight. With every fiber, a soothing embrace, mending spirits, leaving not a trace of sorrow behind. Descend the steps, oh, so light and free, and hear the laughter echo endlessly. However, if you seek more realms to transcend, explore other videos where magic resides, and let your spirit on new journeys ride. Carved from solid stone, its steps wind and turn in a disorienting dance, leading you deeper and deeper into the castle's heart. Woven with vibrant threads of gold and emerald green, it depicts scenes of renewal and restoration. When you lay your hands upon its surface, a wave of tranquility washes over you, soothing your aches and calming your troubled mind. The tapestry absorbs your pain and replaces it with a gentle warmth, allowing you to heal and rejuvenate. It is said that this mirror reflects not just your physical appearance, but also the truth of your thoughts and emotions. When you gaze into its depths, you are confronted with your deepest desires, fears, and aspirations, allowing you to gain clarity and understanding of yourself. It is said that those who ascend the stairs will hear the whispers of the past, murmurs of long-ago laughter, secrets shared, and stories untold. A weathered shield, bearing the emblem of courage, awaits your touch. As you grasp the shield, its engravings seem to come alive, whispering tales of bravery and resilience. Holding the shield steadies your nerves and bolsters your resolve, empowering you to face any challenge with newfound determination. Its waters hold the memories and whispers of those who have crossed its banks. When you gaze into its placid surface, you'll catch glimpses of the past, seeing visions of knights on horseback, maidens singing, and ancient rituals performed under the moonlight. A massive hourglass, adorned with celestial symbols, dominates the room. Its shifting sands symbolize the fleeting nature of time, reminding you of the preciousness of each moment. Here, Panoramic windows frame the ever-changing canvas of the clouds. Dare to venture forth and witness the nocturnal wonders that await. Stepping inside, you'll find an array of vibrant threads and ancient looms. It is here that dreams are crafted and woven into the very fabric of reality. Stepping through the archway adorned with honeysuckle, you'll discover a tranquil haven where time seems to have stood still. Bird song fills the air as butterflies dance among the fragrant blossoms. As you stand before this breathtaking panorama, you'll feel a sense of awe and wonder, realizing the boundless beauty that surrounds us. Legends speak of a magnificent dragon that once made its home within these very chambers, guarding the castle's secrets with fierce loyalty. Exploring the lair, you'll find ancient relics and dragon scales that shimmer with an otherworldly glow. Venturing into the shadow labyrinth, you'll find yourself enmeshed in a world where light and darkness intertwine. Roses of every color imaginable burst into bloom, filling the air with intoxicating fragrance. As you wander through the garden, you'll encounter talking animals, playful sprites, and mystical creatures that emerge from their hiding places. Drawn to the sound, you'll discover that each wall tells a tale of love, loss, courage, and dreams. As the night reaches its zenith and the stars blaze brightly in the heavens, there's one final realm to explore, a place where dreams and reality intertwine. Veil of stars, standing before the castle's grand entrance, you'll witness a celestial spectacle that defies belief. A shimmering portal opens in the night sky, inviting you to step through and discover what lies beyond. As you wander from room to room, the whispers grow louder, weaving a tapestry of stories that echo through the ages. Each turn reveals a new enigma, challenging you to navigate the shifting pathways and unravel the secrets held within. Silver beams of moonlight weave through the open windows, painting graceful patterns on the castle floor. Each beam twirls and leaps like a dancer, creating a mesmerizing spectacle that fills the night with enchantment. Its waters are said to possess magical properties, granting wishes to those pure of heart. Thousands of tiny lights twinkle in the gathering darkness, creating a magical pathway that beckons you to stroll along. Hand in hand with your companion, you'll feel the enchantment of the cosmos envelop you as you wander beneath the celestial canopy. Its ancient tomes contain secrets of forgotten lore and arcane knowledge. Pushing open the glass doors, you're greeted by a sight that takes your breath away. Inside, luminous plants with silver leaves bask in the ethereal glow of moonlight, casting shimmering shadows that dance gracefully around you. When you open a leather-bound volume, its pages reveal cryptic symbols and incantations. With each word you decipher, you unlock a deeper understanding of the universe's mysteries. When you toss a coin into its depths, make a heartfelt wish upon the stars, and the well will work its magic, connecting you to the very essence of the universe. A subterranean wonderland of glistening stalactites and stalagmites awaits your discovery. As you descend into the caverns, you'll be amazed by the intricate beauty that surrounds you. Sparkling crystals reflecting the faint light that filters through the cracks above. As you watch the sands cascade, you gain a sense of perspective and realize the importance of cherishing the present. Each step resonates with the echoes of countless conversations, creating a symphony of whispers that dance around you. Each step rings clear, a joyful chime, a melody of mirth, an endless rhyme. Beneath the willow's weeping shade, coins gently glisten, a treasure cascade. Toss in a coin and whisper your plea, and let the water carry it to destiny. Now, venture forth, your spirit to restore to the tapestry of healing, woven with lore. But our journey's not done, not by a long shot, for wonders still await, and we barely got to the armory of courage. We now ascend, where valor sleeps and legends extend. Among the weapons, gleaming and bold, find the shield of valor, stories to be told. Heed its whispers, its strength embrace, and courage will bloom with newfound grace. To the clock tower of shifting sands, we go, where time stands still, and secrets flow. climb to the summit, where gears align, and gaze upon the sands of hours gone by. With every grain, a story untold, of moments cherished, memories to behold. Our path now leads to the wishing well's embrace, where hopes and dreams find solace and grace. And now we come to the mirror of whispered truths, reflections unveiled, where honesty and beauty, in the grand ballroom, grand and wide, where secrets shimmer and truths collide. Gaze within and discover anew the essence of self shining through. Yet our adventure's not at its end, for treasures still transcend. But alas, our mystical tour comes to an end. The whispering staircase, tucked away in a secluded corner of the castle, hidden behind an aged tapestry, lies the whispering staircase, a labyrinth of whispers and memories, the tapestry of healing within the castle's solar. Bathed in the soft glow of evening sunlight, hangs the tapestry of healing, the clock tower of shifting sands high atop the castle's tallest tower. Where time seems to stand still, lies the clock tower of shifting sands. The wishing well tucked away in a secluded corner of the castle grounds, veiled by a curtain of emerald green ivy, lies the wishing well. The mirror of whispered truths, nestled in the grand ballroom, its surface adorned with silver stars and constellations, hangs the mirror of whispered truths. The armory of courage, within the castle's armory, surrounded by gleaming weapons and armor, stands the armory of courage. As the moonbeams dance, when the moon bathes the castle in its silvery glow, it's time to explore further. Venture forth and witness the moonbeam ballet, the hidden library beyond the reach of prying eyes. Concealed behind a bookshelf that seems frozen in time, lies the hidden library, the celestial conservatory, where the celestial conservatory beckons. A symphony of starlight awaits. The crystal caverns beneath the castle, hidden beneath layers of earth and stone, lie the crystal caverns, the river of echoes flowing silently through the heart of the castle grounds. Is the river of echoes, the cloud gallery high above the bustling world. Nestled in the castle's loftiest tower, lies the cloud gallery. As the night unfolds, as darkness envelops the castle and the stars begin to twinkle, there's still more to uncover. The shadow labyrinth, enigmatic mazes formed by dancing shadows, accompanied by haunting melodies that seem to emanate from the walls themselves. The whispering walls, when the moon climbs high in the velvety night sky, the castle's walls come alive with whispers. The dream weaver's chamber within the highest turret of the eastern tower, veiled by a tapestry depicting celestial wonders, lies the dream weaver's chamber. The starry promenade bathed in the soft glow of twilight. The castle grounds transform into a starry promenade. The forgotten courtyard, hidden behind a veil of overgrown vines and cascading flowers, lies the forgotten courtyard. In the deepest recess of the western wing, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, lies the dragon's lair. The enchanted rose garden, bathed in the golden hues of sunset. The enchanted rose garden comes to life beyond the veil of stars. Are you weary, traveler? Come, rest a while. Draw near the hearth and hear a tale, or three, or many. The first such place awaits us, just beyond the great hall, tucked away where the flags no longer reach. Can you hear it? There is a beat, a pulse, a very slight vibration. Bone. Yes, a doorway carved with ribs and finger bones. Teeth set in its frame as grinning eyes. It faces the endless expanse of sky. And here, you can watch clouds drift by for hours, for days. Watch the stars ignite the velvet canvas above, and the moon wax and wane, a silent sentinel. If you climb this high, come seek this sanctuary out. Rest. Breathe deeply, and as you look into the infinite, let your own worries drift away like clouds. Here the castle offers you perspective, a wider view, a deeper breath. Let yourself be humbled, healed, reminded that you are a part of something grander, wilder, more eternal than your troubles. Here at the sky's end, worries lose their grip, their scale, their sting. Here's peace. Here's you. At first, it is unnerving. Yes, but come closer. Feel the coolness of the stone beneath your fingertips. And when you return, seeking rest after long journeys, you will understand that you are always welcome. Come, let us walk the grounds together. We begin at the outermost wall. See how the ivy climbs over the ramparts, turning battlements into beds for birds, for dreams, for slumber. Yes, even within these strong stones, life pushes through, reclaims, softens. Let your fingers trail along the moss-covered cobbles. They are cool beneath your touch, smooth from centuries of being caressed by wind and rain and wandering hands. Look out at the lands the castle watches over. Fields and forests, rivers and roads, homes and hearts. Know that each of those holds a story, a life, a love, a history. And know also that the castle keeps them all in its heart, for it is not just a fortress, nor just a house. It is a guardian, a witness, a friend. It is a keeper of tales, of hopes, of dreams, and of you. Come closer. Let the magic gather you in. Let the stones sing you ancient songs of solace. Let the wind tell you secrets in whispers. Come, rest. Here is safety. Here is belonging. Here is home. Come. It is not a place to pass through, not a portal to fear, rather a place of reverence, a pause, a breath, a remembering for those who shaped these stones, who lived and loved and fought and fell, were mortal. This doorway acknowledges that. It welcomes you to share in that mortality, to feel the heartbeat of the castle's history in your own chest. Come, lay your hand upon the skull. Close your eyes. Imagine lives lived, loves lost, battles fought. Feel the echoes of their humanity and know that you are connected to them, to this place, to this enduring strength of stone. Now open your eyes and step back. You are changed now, a little strengthened, connected. Carry that with you, and when you cup your hand, palm flat, against the flagstone, you can feel it, alive, drumming with life, with memory, with stories untold. At first, it is faint, like a bird's drumming, distant. Then, as you lean closer, it grows stronger. And if you press your ear against the cold stone, you can almost hear the laughter of children, the echo of a dance, the murmur of a long-ago feast. This is where the castle remembers, where it keeps its joys close, where it dances with its history. Come, rest here a while. Feel the thrumming beneath you. Feel the echoes of merriment and peace. For here the castle breathes easiest. Here it smiles. For within these ancient stones is a well of stories. Do you seek solace, guidance, a shoulder to lean upon? Not a place most tread. This path is seldom taken, yet you may climb if you so choose. Take heed, though, for these stairs are tricky. Some steps are whole, others crumbled away. Some lead right onward, others end in midair. And each step you take, each step echoes about you, a whispering reminder of those who climbed before. Why did they ascend? What did they seek up in that unending gloom? Go, if you dare. Be careful. And when you reach the top, turn slowly, listen closely. If you are lucky, you might hear their answers sighing on the wind. Then enter the castle. Let me show you where the magic lingers, where echoes linger longer than they should. Welcome, welcome, seeker of haven. Here are the places the castle holds most dear, places you too may visit if you pass this way. First, let your senses fall. Still now, let your breath fall like a feather on still water. Let the hush deepen around you. Your body is still. Your thoughts float like motes in candlelight. You are so close now to the heart of this night. The castle is quiet, not empty, but peacefully full. Full of memories, full of warmth, full of you. And yet it still has more to show you. So come, let us descend once more into silence, into story, into the slow, comforting rhythm of secrets being told by stone. This castle's embrace is vast, but some corners hold secrets closer than others. Further still, where corridors stretch long and the torch embers glow, you will find a stair that winds upward towards darkness. Still deeper within the castle's heart, where shadows lengthen and the air grows still, you will find a threshold of bone, all the way at the top of the tallest tower, above gargoyles and battlements, above the highest banners fluttering. There is a nook of quiet. Now, if you travel far and wide, even across the kingdoms and seas, if you walk long enough, you will find the road bringing you back here, to the castle and to home. The final scene unfolds in your mind's eye. You find yourself standing alone within the heart of the castle, surrounded by a vast expanse of plush white clouds, reaching as far as you can see, rolling beneath your feet, allowing you to walk freely in any direction you desire. Ahead, you spot a path leading towards a majestic oak tree. Its branches stretch out like welcoming arms, forming a natural archway overhead. As you approach the tree, you notice a lone wooden chair nestled at its base, inviting you to rest, and upon closer inspection, you realize that it is precisely the chair you had first encountered at the start of your journey. Upon sitting down, a sense of profound peace washes over you. Memories from your entire journey through the castle flash before your eyes. You remember the laughter echoing from the kitchens, the whispered secrets shared in the library, and the gentle hum of contentment resonating throughout the halls. A warm smile touches your lips as you recall each precious moment. Suddenly, the ground beneath the cloud expanse begins to glow with a brilliant golden light. Startled, you look down to see a magnificent golden key emerging from the cloud formation. Intrigued, you reach out and grasp the key. It feels warm and alive in your hand, and as you turn it over, you notice that it bears an inscription that reads, "Open when it's time." A deep knowing washes over you. You understand now that this key is the culmination of your journey. It represents the essence of the castle, the very heart of its magic and wonder. Just as you have unlocked each room and embraced the castle's gifts throughout your adventure, so too will this key unlock something profound within yourself. However, you know that the time to unlock it is not yet right. You feel a deep sense of gratitude for the castle and all it has shown you. Trusting in the journey, you tuck the golden key safely away, to be opened when the time is right. With newfound clarity and purpose, you step out of the cloud expanse and find yourself back in the familiar surroundings of your own bedroom. The golden key rests securely in your pocket, a tangible reminder of your incredible adventure within the castle. As you step out of bed, you are filled with a sense of rejuvenation and peace. The experiences and insights gained within the castle continue to resonate within you. Now, eager to share your journey with those you love, you call out, "Good morning, my loves," your voice echoing with joy. As your family gathers in the kitchen, you eagerly share stories of the magical castle and the profound lessons it taught you. Their faces light up with wonder and inspiration as you describe the talking tree, the weaver's loom, and the myriad of rooms that touched your soul. Together, you reminisce about the laughter, the joy, and the profound moments of connection you experienced within the castle walls. And as the day progresses, you find yourself sharing the key's inscription, "Open when it's time," with your loved ones. Each person who hears it feels a sense of intrigue and anticipation, knowing that, when the time is right, the key will unlock a new chapter in their lives. With a contented sigh, you settle in for the evening. As darkness falls, you retire to your room, carrying the warmth of the day's adventures within you. Gazing up at the night sky, you see shooting stars streaking across the vast expanse. You make a wish upon each one, hoping that the magic of the castle will continue to bless you and your family. As you drift off to sleep, you dream of walking through the grand halls once again, the echoes of laughter and wisdom surrounding you. You dream of opening the golden key, not quite yet, but knowing that the time will come. When it does, you will be ready to embrace whatever wonders await you. And as the cycle of day and night continues, you carry the spirit of the castle in your heart, its lessons and laughter becoming an integral part of your daily life. The golden key serves as a constant reminder that magic resides not just in fairy tales, but also in the everyday moments when we open our hearts to the extraordinary.